All right, this is it, baby. The picks for this week. I'll go over the Bengals game. Bengals-Browns, go over a little bit of the matchup and some things I like to see out of the Bengals. And we can put together the Blazing 5. I've been doing horrible, so last week just stinking. Technically still up for the year from a betting aspect. Thank you to the Bengals and the rainstorm that saved us from losing to Tom Brady. Looking back, man, you know, but anyways, it's been a good season overall. We've been in every game, haven't got blown out. We could be undefeated. Could argue that Bears game, the Miami game, and you know, we could have, you know, we executed better. We could have did some damage and beat Baltimore. We could be at least 7-1, really, in all reality. I mean, 8-1, whatever. I mean, 9-1. Excuse me. I know we're 6-4. 10 games already in. So, anyways, let me just pump up some more music to keep it going. But this week, it's going to be an interesting matchup. Thing I like is, what's his face? Hugh Jackson, our running backs coach, former head coach of the Oakland Raiders, was Jason Campbell's man back in the day. So he's going to know some tendencies. I'm sure Mike Zimmer's in his ear. And I think the Bengals are just going to do. I just think we're hard to beat at home. I think we're one of the best teams at home right now. So from that aspect, I think we'll do just fine. I think we're gonna do fine. I really was worried about this game. I'm surprised the line in Vegas is 5, but I love the Bengals. They're blazing 5 material this week. I didn't like them the last 2 weeks. This week I like them. And when I like the Bengals, so most of the time I'm right when I like my Bengals, baby. So a few things though I wanted to talk about with the injury well, Vincent Ray just played awesome in Sunday's game, and he's playing really good. And you know, with the injury to Geno Atkins, you know, I don't know, it hasn't been discussed at all. But when Ray Maluga comes back, do you go to a 3-4? But then again, I don't know if he has the linebacking core to do it. That was the defense that brought Marvin Lewis's claim to fame in Baltimore, that infamous 3-4 defense that he had. I think it was 3-4. I'm pretty sure I thought they played a 3-4 front. Maybe they didn't. I'm trying to remember, because I know they had Saragusa, and then they had that one dude, I can't even think of his name. Two good defensive tackles there. I think they played a 4-3 front. But I mean, maybe you play a 3-4 on certain downs. Yeah, because I like to see Vincent Ray definitely play somewhere. He played really good in there. And you know, I don't know, you know, like I said, this Thompson guy and the Von Still guy, I don't know, you know what I mean? You know, like I said, we were going against Ray Lewis, who was injured, and you know, we were able to shoot. Bernard Pierce is a pretty good running back, don't get me wrong. But you know, we'll see. So it's going to be tough against Cleveland, but I think we're going to be able to pull it out. Hopefully Andy Dalton comes out of this coma that he's in, and we can bounce back and win. Other thing is, though, you know, Andy Dalton is just not you're limited with Andy Dalton. So thing is, you know, do you let Josh Johnson come in and run some trick plays? I mean, you ran read option last week with Andy Dalton's a good play call. I mean, I like to see Josh Johnson get it, even though he is only like he is 6'5", but he's really small frame, 200 pounds or some shit. So, I mean, I don't know. Do you let him get in there and try? Because we can get yards. There's no doubt we can get yards. As long as we don't make mistakes, no penalties, 9 times out of 10, we're not going backwards as long as we're not making stupid plays. And not let Andy Dalton drop back and throw all the time. So, I mean, I totally believe it. I mean, I totally love our running game, even though it's kind of been iffy. But we don't have a real fullback. You know, it's a shame. I wish we had John Connor. I don't know why so, hey, John Connor's been playing fullback all our life, but now we're going to cut you. and keep Orson Charles. And Orson Charles, I don't even know, has he played it down yet? I don't even know. Another thing is that I wanted to get into was, you know, these drop balls, man, by Mohamed Sanu in big spots. I know you drafted the guy, so obviously he's going to play. Maybe he's, you know, so, but I would be like, yo, you drop a ball, you just, you know, sit the hell out on a third down. I mean, you're not AJ Green, Mohamed Sanu. And I kind of feel like Marvin Lewis plays favorites, you know, let him sit, boom, put Marvin Jones out there, and put Sassenbacher in the slot where he needs to be. And that's another thing. I like to see Andy Dalton throw down the middle of the field more often to receivers, like Sassenbacher, or even sometimes put AJ Green in the slot and let him go down the middle and just, you know, see what happens. That should help Marvin Jones on the outside and Sanu. Or you can line up Eifert on the outside with Gresham. Eifert can run on the outside. He's that good. He's that good. I mean, I know. Well, it's tough, but I don't know, just matchups. Just try to get matchups. Jermaine Gresham's going to be back, so that's big. I think we win that Baltimore game if we had him. We would have been able to. He's just a physical presence. Helps the run blocking game. So he'll be back. So I like the Bengals in this one, but I know I went on a little too long here, and some of it's just wishful thinking. But yeah, I definitely think Sassenbacher should play some more. And Marvin Lewis has got to do something for these drop balls. He said, oh yeah, you can stay in the game. Yeah, stay in. You're fine. Drop the ball. Don't worry about it. So you got to send the message, man, to the receiving corps. That's just me personally. So we'll see what happens. I like to see Sassenbacher get the ball. Honestly, because every time I see him get the ball in the preseason or during the regular season, the guy's made plays. So I think you should go to him every once in a while. Especially if you're going to throw the ball 45 freaking times. It's ridiculous. So yeah, like I said, I want to see, get back to the ground and pound type of style play. And just let the defense win games. As long as the defense doesn't mess up in the beginning, and it's not, you know, I mean, the Dolphins had one drive on us, and in Baltimore we were getting a little schooled early. So, you know, we'll see. Like I said, this defense got to step up in the first half. Defense got to step up in the first half, though, man. We played really good second half. Marvin Lewis really must be making some good adjustments because we played really good defensively in the second half of these last two games. Versus the two games before that where we kind of let the game get away from us. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's just, I want to get this loss, this losing out of my head and get a W on the board. So let me just go through the games tonight. Indianapolis at Tennessee. Your former Cincinnati Bengal Ryan Fitzpatrick. We need him to win for us, baby. I'll take San Cena 2.5 at home. I think maybe Indianapolis wins this game, but Tennessee covers somehow, some way. I doubt it, but I just like Tennessee. Indianapolis without Reggie Wayne is just a different team. Without Bruce Arians, Andrew Luck does not look like the same quarterback. Trent Richardson sucks. They lost the other running back they had, not Brandon Jacobs. I'm trying to think. Ahmad Bradshaw. They lost Ahmad Bradshaw. They lost Vic Ballard. So, and Trent Richardson ain't doing nothing. And yeah, I just like Tennessee. If Chris Johnson get off the ball, and if they want to go to Sean Green, if they can just play ground and pound, let their defense try to win the game. If they can adopt that philosophy and not throw so much, I like Tennessee. It's going to be an interesting game. A division game, I'm going to be interested in watching this Thursday night game. Jets at Buffalo. I like the Jets here. They signed Ed Reed. He's going to play. He knows the system very well. Buffalo's just yielding, whatever you want to say, reeling. And the Jets are coming off a bye. Who knows? Probably Buffalo wins. I got too many reasons. There's so many reasons to like the Jets. I mean, I know Buffalo's been tough at home. Real tough at home. Covered against New England. Covered against Cincinnati. Beat Carolina. I'm trying to think of another home game there that they had. I'm sure they had some other home wins. But so But I like the Jets here in this division rival game. They need it. They're hot right now. Calvin wins. I mean, there's 10 million reasons to like the Jets. Probably Buffalo wins, but I'm going to stick with the Jets here. All right, Blazing 5 right here. This is it. Baltimore, the Bears. Love Baltimore. Chicago beat the Bengals. Well, it was a tie as far as the line, but straight up they beat them. And then against the spread against the Steelers, they were able to cover that number and beat the Steelers. So they're 2-0 against the AFC straight up, 1-1 against the spread. Baltimore, on the other hand, well, it kind of goes against my philosophy here. Baltimore doesn't play, but they did lose to Green Bay, but they did cover that spread. I don't know. I'm going to go with Baltimore on the road. Probably wrong. Just, I don't know. Now I'm too confused. But that's one of my Blazing 5, whatever. Cincinnati will cover the 5.5. You heard it here first. We're going to win by 10 or 14. Either Cincinnati's going to get up good, start out good early offensively. I just think Cincinnati's going to play a complete game defensively. I just honestly think it's just... I know the Jet game was probably the only game we played a complete game defensively. We played a complete game totally. I mean, but I just think we're going to play a complete game. I think we're going to, you know, not let them come back and not let them get out early on us. So, and that's all that matters in the NFL. First quarter, and defensively, it's the first quarter and the fourth quarter. You know, and at the end of the second half, when they're in that 2-minute drill, you know, the end of the second quarter, when they go to that 2-minute drill, you got to stop them. And I think Cincinnati's going to be able to play a real good defensive game. 20-10, I think is going to be the final. Cincinnati wins and covers the number. Washington and Philly, I like Philadelphia. You know, Washington just falling apart. Philadelphia's playing really good. They're due for a home win, so I'm just going to go with Philadelphia. I'm probably wrong, but I'll lay the... last time I saw a 3.5 line, it was Seattle and San Fran. And Seattle wiped the face of the earth off of Seattle. So I'll take Philadelphia. I just really think it's the same. I think that's what's going to happen here. 34-20 maybe, or something like that. I think Philly's going to put up a lot of points. Detroit at Pittsburgh, tough game here. Really tough. I know Pittsburgh lost to the Bears, and they lost to Minnesota. But Pittsburgh's a bad football team, so they're liable to go 0-4. Detroit lost to Cincinnati. And they beat Cleveland, so they're 1-1 as far as out of the conference deal going. So I'll go with Pittsburgh. I'll take Pittsburgh home any day of the weekend points. I know Detroit's a really, really good football team, but I just think Pittsburgh's going to be able to hang with them and win this game. Detroit's not that good on the road, so... and they won a lot of road games so far this year, though. So, but barely. I mean, they were just barely. I mean, they struggled. Hey, who doesn't struggle? But I like Pittsburgh. There you go. Landing at Tampa Bay. I love Tampa Bay here, coming off the Monday night win, and they're at home. So home and home for Tampa Bay. Their defense is way good. Matt Ryan just sucks. I'm sure. I mean, his team is probably just thrown in the towel. I can't see how they're holding it together. So I'll take... I'm just always going to pick against Jacksonville now and forever until the rest of the time. I think Gus Bradley sucks. And I'll take my favorite quarterback in Bengal history, Carson Palmer. Boomer Esiason, and then Carson Palmer will be my second. But I'll take Arizona, just like Boomer. Played at Cincinnati, played at Arizona. He stopped at the Jets, though. But here he is in Arizona, and he tore it up last week. Did pretty good. He'll do good against them AFC teams, boy. I'll tell you, Carson Palmer, no picks there against them AFC teams, boy. I think he had 1 pick, but hey, at least I know 3-pick game or 2-pick game. So I think he'll tear it up against this AFC garbage team. I like Arizona. Who knows? Jacksonville probably wins. But, and covers or some bullshit. Oakland and Houston. I don't know. Houston's just reeling. Big losing streak. I liked them last week. Oakland's just a tough team. They played the Colts good in that dome, so I think Terrell Pryor will play good in the dome. I don't know, has Oakland won a home game though? 2 road covers. I'm trying to think what else. I think they even covered against Denver. Technically, they did cover against Denver. I don't know. So that being said, this is not blazing. I like Baltimore and Cincinnati. I'll give the rest. The rest are going to be my 4 o'clock games. I got 3 out of the 4 at 4 o'clock. Anyways, yeah, Oakland and Houston. I'll take Houston to lay the 7.5. I don't know. Wade Phillips sucks. But Oakland's been too good of a road team. They've been really good as a road team with the spread. And maybe some of the bettors will be looking at that and say this 7.5 Oakland's a smart play and maybe it's fixed. I'll take Houston thinking it's fixed. There you go. San Diego at Miami. San Diego at Miami. San Diego at Miami. I always like this game because you think about that overtime game and Kelvin Winslow, senior, walking off the field. I'm kind of interested to see this game. I don't like this game one bit. But I like San Diego here. Just get out of this losing streak and put themselves back in the wild card hunt and put Miami back, and I guess into extinction. And Joe Philbin's job probably getting maybe he'll get fired. So yeah, I don't know. Ryan Tannehill's just garbage. Their offense hasn't done stuff. You know, San Diego's defense has gotten better. You know, they did pretty good against Peyton. You only let up 28 points against Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos. That's pretty good, considering the Denver Broncos haven't really played anybody. But that besides the Colts, and they lost in the dome where Peyton Manning was from. I'm gonna get that, and we get into that in the Sunday night game. That's what I'm jumping ahead to the Sunday night. Anyways, yeah, San Diego's a pick. Here you go, Blazing 5, New Orleans at San Fran. I'm taking New Orleans and laying the 3 points. I'll take a Rex Ryan coach. I'll take a Ryan defense any day of the week against a Colin Kaepernick with no Michael Crabtree. And he'll be going back to New Orleans in the bright lights where he was hoping for that holding call. He can do all his Kaepernicking he wants, but there will be no Kaepernicking when you lose 49-10, just like the Dallas Cowboys. There'll be no Kaepernicking, Colin. No Kaepernicking. No. Not in this house. No. So that is it for you, son. Green Bay at the Giants. This is Blazing 5 material. You know what? I was impressed with Scott Tolzien. Giants are too hot of a team. This is an off-the-wall pick. I take the Pack. The Pack is back with Scott Tolzien. They'll execute better. They got practice. He came in. He did really good. He took all the first-team reps. I think they're going to execute and win this game. And as long as they play halfway, you know, Eli Manning's just turnover prone. So, see what happens there. I'll take Green Bay. Here you go. Blazing 5. Minnesota at Seattle. You know I like Seattle. That's it. They're going to shut down Adrian Peterson. He might as well just rest this week. He might as well just take a bye week. Hey, yo, don't even play him. Just let Toby Gerhardt get the freaking ball. Because you ain't winning this game. Don't even show up. Kansas City at Denver. I like Kansas City with these points, people. Coming off the bye. Andy Reid, real good record. I think Kansas City wins the game outright. Bottom line. Denver, let's see. Against the AFC, the NFC East, the worst conference. That's where all his points have been racked up. And they played a Baltimore team on Thursday night at home. You got to think that was a young Baltimore team. And their defense was still challenged. Just lost Ray Lewis, Daniel Ellerbe, Ed Reed. I mean, that defense, come on. And you were in Mile High Stadium where, you know, your lungs are going to, you know what I mean? I've never been to Denver, never probably will be. But anyways, that's neither here nor there at this juncture of all junctures. Well, maybe I will be in Denver. And we go to Mile High, maybe. If we go to Mile High. I doubt. Well, I'll probably go to Kansas City. Who knows? Wherever our real playoff game is, I'll be there with bells on. In any event, I like Kansas City here. You know what I'm saying? You could beat the Eagles, the Redskins, the Dallas Cowboys, and the New York Giants, and a Baltimore team at home, and a Jacksonville team at home. Six bad defenses. I mean, Baltimore, I could put an asterisk next to it. But that's 5 bad defenses right there. And so they play 9 games. I just named 6 of them. 6 of them I just named. I can't even think of another. What's another team? I can't think. Who's another garbage team they probably beat? So, I'm trying to think of another garbage team. I can't think right now. Oh, the Oakland Raiders. Yeah. The Oakland Raiders. There's 7. I got 7. 7 teams garbage. Then the Colts. That's 8. I don't even know who you. And then they played San Diego. San Diego's only going to put 28 points. San Diego's even isn't even that good. And they were on the road. You put up 28 points. So, yeah, you're at home, and that mile high might knock the wind out of the Kansas City team. That being said, though, see what I like Kansas City here. It's getting cold out, ain't it, Manny? And spirals don't look like they're spiraling no more. I like Kansas City in this spot. Denver loses their first home game of the year. Yeah. You heard it here first. New England to Carolina. Cam Newton, baby. Putting it together. I like them against San Fran. I ended up betting San Fran, though. I say Carolina on this camera, though. But anyways, that's neither here nor there at this juncture. I thought they were going to lose because I just figured it would set up for Carolina to win. New England's getting points. All these Patriot front runners out there that just bet Tom Brady just used to me. I only went 16-0. Come on, everybody bet New England, man. It was you just bet New England. You're getting value for your money, at least. You know you're going to be in the bet for the most part. In any event, a lot of the public's going to bet New England, especially since it's a night game. I like Carolina here. Without Vince Wilfork, I think they're missing a linebacker. So Carolina, it's all about establishing the run and executing on this team, and they should be able to. With Tolbert, D'Angelo Williams is back. I can't name the other running back. D'Angelo Hall. I'm not D'Angelo. I don't know. Stewart, D'Angelo Williams, and Cam Newton, and Mike Tolbert. You're gonna this is just run, and then let the Patriots offense make mistakes. Love Carolina in this. I love Ron Rivera. I didn't have this team making the playoffs, but this is a playoff football team, folks. Good running game, experienced veterans on the team, and more experienced Cam Newton. That's just playing smart football. Not forcing something, just not turning the ball over. Let the defense win the game. Smart football. This is a dangerous team right now, Carolina. And with Aaron Rodgers out and they don't win this week, I just see Carolina. They're going to struggle to win that division. I could be wrong with Green Bay winning the division. I think maybe Detroit wins it. Honestly, they're healthy, and I like their talent. Reggie Bush has been really big for them. That's a really long video. Anyway, so yeah, there it is, Carolina. So there's the Blazing 5 for you. It's Green Bay, Seattle, San Fran, Cincinnati, and Baltimore. And hopefully Baltimore loses, but I like Baltimore. Alright, so that's it, guys. Enjoy this weekend's games. I'll see you. Will I be hyped? Nah, I won't do no hype stuff for the game. I will see you at 4 o'clock after the game. I'm going to predict 100 yards rushing for... I don't know what. Depending on the game, I'm going to predict a 100-yard rusher. That's it. It's either Bernard or BJGA. The long term, baby. I'm hoping Ben Jarvis Greenhouse can get something going here. We got to go back to ground and pound, baby. That's how it's done, son. Let this defense win, baby. Let this defense take over. Let's land up only 10 points a game. 17 points. We'll land up 17 points a game. Come on. Let the defense win it, baby. All right, guys. I'll talk.